everybody. I know you guys have been wondering, where in the world have I been? Well, there's been a few things going on. One, I was in Chicago for a week for a design conference because I'm a graphic designer, you know, in my real life. And so it was fantastic. And I was going to try to do a few makeup videos while I was there, but by the time I got back to my room every night, I was like beat. So I wasn't able to do any of those. And then when I got back, I realized I had gotten some sort of bug. So I was down and I was sick for a week. So it's been, you know, close to 3 weeks since I've made any videos. But now that I'm feeling a little bit better, still a little bit not all the way back from being sick, still a little bit tired and sluggish and coughing at night, but you don't need to hear all that. Anyway, I am back, and I have missed you all, and I'm going to make some fish tacos tonight. Now, those people that know me in real life know that I have been doing Weight Watchers, and so far so good. I've lost about 20 pounds, and I've been cooking some lighter recipes, and even taking some of the recipes that I already have and just making them lighter. Said all that to say this: we are making fish tacos tonight for dinner. It's one of my favorite things. I'm a Californian, even though I live in Maryland now, but in California you can get them on the beach or get them, you know, in trucks. Fish tacos. It just hits a certain note with me. And I've written down everything that we have here, so let's just get started. The first thing that we have is about 1 pound of mahi, and I'm making fish tacos just for me and my husband, so this is enough for 2. You know, you need to increase this recipe if you're making it for more people. So the first thing that you want to do with your mahi is skin it, and then you want to rinse it, and then you want to pat it dry with a paper towel. And for fish tacos, you can use mahi, you can use swordfish, you can use salmon, any type of firm fish is what you want to try to use to make fish tacos. You don't want to get into your fish that would shred or, you know, be really thin like cod and some things like that. Don't make the best fish tacos. So the first thing that we're going to put on this mahi is we're going to take about, I guess that's about half a tablespoon of salt. And we'll just put that all over the mahi on both sides. And because this is a, oh, you can use ahi also in fish tacos, cooked rare. It's a firm fish, so what you want to do is kind of like a steak in that respect. So we're just going to press that salt, you know, into the fish. Nothing major. Just make sure it's seasoned on all sides. Just on this side, any of the fallout, I'm just wiping that up, adding that salt. So that's the first step. Then the next thing that we want to do is we want to make our marinade for this fish. So in this marinade, I'm going to put about 1/3 of a cup of lime juice, maybe a little bit less, but 1/3 of a cup would be perfect. Probably about half a tablespoon of dark brown sugar, really important. And then we're going to just mix these two together. And I put it in this kind of dish because I'm just going to marinate the fish like right in here. Alright, and to this marinade, we're also going to add just a little bit of ginger, I guess about a tablespoon of that. And I just wanted to show you how to get into ginger. So when you get ginger from the store, don't be intimidated, folks. You know, just get a finger or 2 of ginger and take your vegetable peeler and just peel it. You know, if you're not used to cooking with ginger or you haven't cooked with it before, it's firm, it's pretty pungent, but it adds a lot of flavor. And one day I'll make for you my coconut chicken that I make. I make that also with fresh ginger. Oh, and one day I can also make for you my red zinger sweet tea. That's a winner. So I wanted to just do this for you so you could see, you know, how to work with ginger a little bit. So there we go. Just peeling that ginger, I'm just knocking that off to the side. You see that? Come back to that later. And what I'm going to do for this marinade, because I want this to be a mince of ginger, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to cut it into planks. I'll move this over just in case you can't see. And I'm just going to cut that into planks. See that? So now I have 3 things like this. Kind of look like a potato chip almost. And then I'm going to take these planks, and see, this is going to be for my lemon and ginger tea later. I'll take these planks, stack them on top of each other, cut them into matchsticks, and then I'll come back here and do a fine mince, almost looking like, you know, a fine mince of garlic. And another thing that you can do, you can grate ginger, you can cut it, you can do all sorts of things. Grating it would have been just fine also to put into this marinade. And so this imparts a lot of flavor. So we're going to put that ginger right on into that marinade. Okay? The next thing that we want to do is take about 2 tablespoons of scallions. So what we'll do is we'll just pull a couple. Scallions, green onions, whatever you call them. When I was growing up, my mother called them green onions. So we'll just cut those roots off. These have already been rinsed. And then we'll just mince these down. Both the onion, yellow, white part, and also the green. This is a real fresh summertime dish, y'all. You'll really enjoy this. It's nice and light for the summer with a lot of fresh ingredients. And for you Weight Watchers, this dish is 6 points per serving. So really nice, a really nice dinner option. All right. So here we go. Scallions in there, in the bowl. Take about a 1/4 cup of cilantro. So I'm just going to take a handful. And then we're going to mince that up also. And I love the taste of cilantro. I put it in a lot of stuff. I even put it in my salad sometimes, minced up. It is quite pungent, so you want to always cut it very small. And one of my husband's favorite dishes is garlic noodles. I'll make that for you guys one time, and I use cilantro in that as well. And of course, you know, typically we use cilantro in a lot of our Mexican dishes when we make salsa, and also in many of our Asian type dishes. So this marinade is kind of interesting. It kind of has a new American cuisine, but with the ginger and the cilantro and the green onions, kind of gives it an Asian kind of flair to it. So we're just going to mix all of this up together real good. Let me see if I can get some more juice out of this lime. Yeah, there's a little bit more in there to be had. Maybe I'll even throw in just a little lime zest, since I have my grater here. Just get a little zest of that lime. You know, really make it nice and fresh and make those flavors pop. I had that there just for that purpose, just to see if I could get just a little bit more. There we go. So again, we'll mix this up all together. It smells really good. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this fish and I'm going to dip it here in this marinade and kind of coat both sides. And what I'm going to do after that is I'm just going to take my plastic wrap here, and then I'm going to cover this up and I'm going to put this in the fridge for like 20 minutes, just so that all of those flavors can meld together with that fish. And after I do that, I will be right back. I'm going to clean up a little bit, wash my hands, and I'll be right back to show you how to finish this dish. And we have marinated our fish, and we are ready to start grilling so that we can get down to eating these fish tacos, right? So I just have my grill pan here, and I'm just spraying it quickly with cooking spray so that our fish doesn't stick. And then what we're going to do next is I'm just going to give the fish just one more toss in this marinade. And I can see where the lime juice, the acidity from the lime juice is starting to break the fish down. That's what you want. And we're just going to throw it here on the grill. And that's the noise you want to hear. That. So tossing it just quickly once again in the marinade. Woo! You see that? Slippery. And then just laying that there on the grill. Come over here and I will prepare everything that's going to go along with these wonderful fish tacos. So I just have some baby romaine here, and we're just going to shred just some of this up. It's already been washed, just as a topper. You know, the little fresh, crisp lettuce to top off our fish tacos. That's probably enough. And then we'll take a lime once again, another lime. I'll give it a slight squeeze first, just so when you have it on your plate. And what we'll do is we're just going to cut this into quarters. And what that will do is we'll just put that on the plate, and then if you just want another squeeze of lime. And then what I'm going to serve it with is some pineapple salsa. And you can do mango salsa, you can do peach salsa, would be very good with this. And I'm using a prepared one, and the brand that I'm using is just the Wegmans store brand. And the reason I'm using a prepared brand because we're doing this working woman style. Now if this was the weekend, I might go ahead and cut up the mango and make the salsa and do all of that. But because we're trying to do a quick weeknight dinner, we're going to use a prepared salsa. And we're just going to serve these tacos all in a corn tortilla. We're just going to go ahead and flip that over. And I just want to show you the color on that. Another thing that I can see you doing with this mahi is maybe just adding a little bit of soy sauce and a little Asian mustard, and then serving it with like Chinese noodles and slicing it up nicely. That might be another winner. Or with just the vegetable stir fry would be very, very good. This is just a piece of renegade mahi that sort of fell off. It's ready. I'm tempted. You see me? Tempted. I just gotta taste the flavor. Since we have this little piece that fell off. Just gotta taste the flavor. Come on now. That thing is happening. This is not playing. Oh, this little guy is ready. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. Look at the color. This is a put my foot in it moment. See that? I'm just going to let that rest a little while. Check on it. Oh, this thing is done. I see it. It wants to fall apart. See that? That thing. That's good eating. That's good eating. I'm just going to turn this off. Alright, and then what we're going to do here to get out, let me show you how to do these tacos. Start with this piece that is, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Letting off all those juices. So we're just going to start just slicing this up. And it just falls right apart. Falls right apart. So you have all those good flavors in there. You see that? And then we'll just take a tortilla, and since this is still just a little bit warm, I'll just warm that tortilla up just ever so quickly. Nothing major. Put our fresh mahi mahi that we grilled with all of those wonderful ingredients. We'll put that on there, and then we'll put a little shredded lettuce. And then just a topper of that pineapple salsa. Just right on top there. See that? See what we have? And then we'll just serve that with just a wedge of lime so that, you know, you can just give it one final squeeze there. Let's have a taste. I'm not going to pick up the whole thing on camera so you guys can see me make a mess. But I'm just going to get a taste of all of that here together. Bursting with flavor. That last just shot of lime just really elevated and brightened the flavor of that. So we have enough here for tonight and enough for leftovers. So I'm about to devour this, and I will see you next time on I Put My Foot in It. So please, please guys, as always, I always say, please rate this video if you like these kinds of videos, and please also subscribe. Thank you.